Good morning, my beautiful people. Good morning, y'all. Those who don't know me, let me introduce myself, okay? Let me introduce myself. Those who don't know me, my name is Paris Smith, and I was able to retire myself from the 9 to 5. Ooh! Whew, sorry, that was a quick praise for the Lord. At 24 years old, and listen, I was able to do this through trading stocks. Now, it's a strategy a lot of people don't know about it. I promise you, you don't know nothing about this strategy, but I'm gonna tell you all about it today. But anyway, it's a strategy where we trade once a week, and the income that we make is reliable. It is consistent. We don't have to cross our fingers, cross our toes in hopes that we make what we make. If I'm making $1,000 a month, I'm going to make that $1,000 every single month. It takes us about 30 seconds. In my case, I do, press them buttons, hit submit, and that's it. We don't use day trading. We don't recharge. We're not glued to our screen all day. It is a cool strategy, the most coolest way of trading, and a lot of people don't know about it. But anyways, we're gonna get into all of that. And if you're like, girl, like I need to learn a little bit more about this. If you want to learn more about this strategy, I am holding a free stock trading masterclass this week. So click the link in the description where you could register and secure your seat. And make sure you take care of that, because if we don't have no more seats, we don't have no more seats. But make sure you get the date and the time and all that good stuff by clicking the link in the description. I'll see y'all there. It's gonna be a fun time. Listen, we're gonna have a good time. But anyways, so look. What I wanted to talk about today is all things like how I was able to do this, passive income, and all of that stuff. So look, when it comes to passive income, think about doing something one time. One time. Okay, let me clear it up a little bit. The strategy that I trade, I invest one time. But my investment is producing a consistent, reliable income every single time I press the button. Now it's semi-passive because I still got like press the button. I still have to like take time aside for maybe, you know, it's so easy, y'all. It'll take me a couple seconds. But if you're new and you're beginner, it may take you about a good 3-4 minutes. Okay, 3-4 minutes out of your time. You use your same investment that you invest, you that one lump sum or whatever, and you're pressing buttons and you're making income from that one investment over and 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 over again. So passive is basically investing in something that pays you forever without you having to do anything. Now, this strategy is semi-passive because you do have to like press some buttons. You do gotta press some buttons, but I mean, what's 30 seconds? What's 30 seconds? And most of my students, we trade on Mondays. You can trade on Friday too. You pick your day. But we trade on Mondays. We call it our money making Monday. And I feel like everybody needs to start thinking of ways to make passive income. Now, it's cool. It is cool. It is okay to get up and go to work and to work for your monies. That's cool. But how many of us get sick and tired and get sick and tired and sick and tired of just doing the same thing every single day? Just working hard, working all these hours, 40 plus hours a week, making the same paycheck that's mediocre sometimes. And some people blessed. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. But most of us, paycheck to paycheck. Some of us got a little something outside of the paycheck, to pay all the bills and everything. But most of us just want more. Most of us just want an extra stream of income or whatever, right? So I feel like 2025, we need to start thinking of ways to make a passive income. I remember when I was working my 9 to 5, I was so desperate to leave, y'all. Listen to me. I was so desperate to leave my 9 to 5, and I feel like it was just a few things. I'm gonna tell you like the reasons why I was so desperate to leave. One, I just felt like there was no end in sight. Not like you know how it feels when you wake up and you like, dang, I gotta get ready for work and I gotta go to work and then I come back home and I feel like this is gonna be forever. Like you kind of feel trapped a little bit. Like this is gonna be the rest of my life. Like there's no end in sight. That's how I felt. I felt like that every single day. I loved my job. Like I loved my job. I worked in information technology. Your girl was doing the dirty work. Okay, I was the only woman on the team. We were doing like breaking down computers, building computers, installing stuff, a lot of heavy lifting. It was cool, right? It was cool. It was cool. My favorite was on the floor is what they call it. So it's like a huge corporation and you're in the headquarters and you're just all over the place in people offices, you're in the cubicles. I love being hands-on and like serving and all that stuff in person. So that's why I love the most. But it wasn't like my job and the duties. It was the idea of corporate America. Like your whole day gone. You get up early. Sometimes it's dark outside, depending on the season. You just be all sad and depressed. It's cold. Get up, get dressed. You gotta drive to work. I'm in West Bubba. My job in the downtown. Hour drive plus a little hour and a little bit. And I used to drive every day all the way to work. Then I'm at work all day long around people I don't really want to be around. And plus, I'm an introvert. If y'all are introvert, just put introvert in the chat, in the comments. Put introvert if you're an introvert too. Listen, 9 to 5 is just corporate America for introverts is just like our worst enemy. Like we don't want to talk. We don't want to engage like that. We want to go to work. We want to get our work done. We want to do our very best, and we want to go home. We don't want to contribute to your funky meetings. I don't have nothing to contribute. I remember my boss told me I was on the chopping block because I wasn't contributing to the meetings. He was like, "This meeting, I need you to say something." And I remember every single time we would have meetings, and we had meetings like 5 times a day, y'all. It was crazy. I see you, Kimberly. Listen, us introverts, we not all right in corporate America. And I remember he said, if you he was like, you must talk today. In this meeting, I need to hear you talk. And we had like 5 meetings a day. And every single time we had a meeting, I would have a full panic attack before we even walk in the meeting because this man kept pressuring me to talk. I don't care about what we got going on and all the stuff that I don't care. I'm here to get my paycheck and go home. And I said, yeah, I'll contribute. Yeah, for sure. And I forget what the topic was on. Half the time, y'all, ugh, Jesus, corporate America made me so upset. Especially the meetings. They said, Paris, do you have anything to add? My manager stared me in the eyes like this, cause he like, you better say something. I said, yes. I was like, actually, all is well. All is well. And that was my contribution. And I remember my manager was so mad every single time. We would like meet before the meeting. He's like, all right, you need to contribute. You need to contribute. You need to say something. You need to add value. You're not adding value. You're just sitting there and do. And I would just go in there and be like, yep, all is well. Nope, nothing to add today. All is well on my end, yeah. And I'll probably give him like a little rundown. Yeah, this is what I did today. All is well. I ain't had time for that. Us introverts, we not all right in corporate America. But anyways, I felt like it was no end in sight, boy. I felt like I would just be micromanaged for the rest of my life. I'm gonna go to work and just suffer every single day. I felt like I'm just working so hard to like make it up the corporate ladder, and I'm they see me, but I'm not being seen. You get me? Like they see me, everybody see me, but I'm not really being seen, like, and then don't have me going to being African American, and then an African American woman working in tech trying to make it, baby, ghetto, absolutely ghetto. So I felt like there was no end in sight, and I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to live this life for the rest of my life. I was so upset, I was so hurt, so upset. And then the second thing why I was so desperate to leave, so I don't know if any of you guys experience having a chronic disease. I know some people, you have children, maybe parents that have a chronic disease, such as juvenile type 1 diabetes. And that's what I have. So basically, my life is dependent on insulin to live. So I have an insulin pump, it's pumping all day, every day. Without it, and I don't even want to know. But basically, it's a very hard disease to manage. Like it's so tough, especially when you're not taking care of yourself. It's like your health on the back burner because you gotta get your tail up and you gotta go to work, and you just busy at work. Your health come last. Okay, my health was so bad. It was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. It was so bad. I went to work feeling so sick. I went to work just oh my god, it was just so bad. I remember like I couldn't like really take care of myself in the morning. Like what you're supposed to do as a type 1, you get up, you check your blood sugar. And at the time, I didn't have like the high tech stuff where your blood sugar is on your phone and all that. I didn't have any of that. I had a glucose monitor where I had to prick my finger and look at my see what where my blood sugar was, right? And I remember I would get up so early, leave the house at 6 in the morning, and I would like turn the little light on in my car and like try to hurry up and prick my finger at the light. Then I'm like, dang it, the light green. I gotta go to the next light, and the next light. You better check your blood because that's the last light for a minute. And it was just so much stress every single morning. It was just rushing stress. And I'm feeling so sick, and my blood sugar's terrible, and I have to take insulin while I'm driving. Take a whole shot while I'm driving is wild. That was literally my life. Nothing but rush, and I did not care too much. I cared about my health because I really wanted to get healthy, but I couldn't. It was just like just rushing all the time. Anyway, I didn't work every single day. People would look at me as this jolly, such a happy, joyous girl. But behind closed doors, I was so sick. Like, so sick. It was horrible. Nobody knew how sick I was at work. To this day, they don't know. They really don't know how sick I was. But I would like go to work so hard. I would keep a smile on my face. But listen, I would go to work, I would park the car, I will sit there and cry. I would go on lunch break and just cry. It was bad. My health was so bad, and I was like, I just got to get my health back together. It was a lot. It was hospital visits, and literally at one little small thing happened, like a toothache, and I was in the hospital because that's how bad my health was. It was like my whole body would just panic. Would just like freak out. I forget what it's called, but it's like your it's like your body's in shock just because you have a toothache and you are a type 1 diabetic. You in the hospital if you don't take care of yourself. So that was literally my life, and I was so desperate to leave, y'all. I was so desperate to leave. It was just so much going on, and then having a chronic disease, 9 to 5, it is not flexible. All that those laws and stuff that they have or whatever, like to protect you, is all boo boo. Is boo boo. Is boo boo. Half the time you gotta make it to 12 months just to have your job protection or whatever. And I would get fired all the time because they like, why you keep taking off all these doctor appointments, you say. And I had to go to all my doctor appointments, and they hated it so much. And then I would leave because my insulin pump getting pulled out, and I gotta go home. It was just drama, y'all. Drama, drama, drama. So I was so desperate to leave. And when I learned about this trading strategy, I went all in. As soon as my mom told me about this trading strategy, it wasn't me that wanted to actually learn. It was my mom. She told me to learn and to teach her. And she was just like, this is going to get us out. This is going to get us out. This is going to get us out. It's going to get us out. It's going to get us out. And I was just like, all right, mama said it's going to get us out. It's going to get me out of this 9 to 5. No more living in lack. No more paycheck to paycheck. No more feeling sick. I can actually take care of myself. More time freedom. I hope I'm more here. Am I live? I can't tell. Let me see something. Let's do that. All right, I'm back. But anyways, I was just like, when my mom told me to learn about the trading strategy, she just kept saying that this is going to get us out. It's going to get us out. It's going to get us out. And she was so excited. Like, I could see, like, in her face how she was explaining the trading strategy. I mean, she was trying, she understood the concept, but she didn't know, like, how to do it. And she wanted me to learn how to do it and teach her. And I was, I'm going to get us out. Like, this, I'm just literally holding on to your word. You said this gonna get us out. You mean to tell me it's gonna get me out my 9 to 5 and I can really take care of myself and all of that? I was just so stressed out and so tired because I was tired of my job, my managers and stuff. Just, threaten me all the time. You're gonna get fired and all of this and that and terminating me left and right because I gotta take care of myself. Because I'm trying to take care of myself. Like, it was just a mess. So anyway, then when I first started, when my mom told me about the strategy, I went all in and I started studying. The thing is, what was really concerning, I would say, I didn't know anything about the stock market at all. I knew the word stock market, but I didn't know what it was at all. So I had to like search a lot on YouTube, search a lot on Google, just to get familiar. And when I say I knew absolutely nothing, to learning so much, to actually trading and leaving my 9 to 5 for good at 24 years old. When I say if I could do it, you could do it too. When I say this strategy is so easy, you better ask my students. When I say the strategy is so easy, it make no sense. People say all the time, like, this is too good to be true. Like, it feels like it's too good to be true. And it really does feel like that. And then you start actually trading, you like, yo, this is so crazy. But it's a really cool strategy. It's literally perfect for complete beginners that haven't traded ever before. Like, you could literally pick up the strategy and trade right away. Like, it's that easy. It's dumb easy. Now, coming from a girl that struggled in school, I had a learning disability in school. I honestly feel like I have a 5th grade education. I ain't even going to hold you. Okay? I got a 5th grade education. Okay? I was doing the math. Me and my sister. I have a twin sister. We both struggled. And we was like, we got a 5th grade education. She was breaking it down. I was like, dang, that's wild. But anyways, I struggled so much to learn in school, and I was so worried about learning the strategy and learning how to trade in general because I had to teach my mom. And I'm like, how am I going to teach my mom if I don't even know how to learn? So I really put my all into just removing all the distractions. I put sticky notes all over my house, like my why literally posted on my bathroom mirror, all the way from my room down to my garage, on the garage door, so I could see these sticky notes to give me a little motivation, a little hope that I can leave this job, that I could learn, that I could actually, I just need a need a little reminder. It was kind of like, yeah, that's all it was. I just needed a little reminder. Like, you could do it. You can study. You can learn. You're smart. Different affirmations, just affirmations all over my house. I had Bible verses all over my house. Listen, I was so determined to learn this strategy so I could get the heck. Anyway, and I did that. I did just that. I literally became so obsessed with learning. I became so obsessed with the stock market. It was just so much fun. And I consumed my entire day, even working at my desk, with learning about stocks because I was so excited. Then I started to believe in the power of the strategy. The strategy is so cool. It's where you could literally map out a plan, an income plan, an income target plan. Now, I wasn't trading at this moment, but this was 2 years before I actually started trading. I came up with this whole plan. I understood the concept. I understood how to trade it, all the things. All I needed was the monies to fund my account, because if you live paycheck to paycheck, you gotta get, you gotta get creative. So I had to give me a third job. Anyway, we'll get to that later. But anyway, I wrote down my whole plan, and I was like, I need to make this amount in order for me to leave my job. Basically just replacing my 9-to-5 income. And so I wrote out my whole plan, and I literally did this every single day. So think of having like a sticky note with like January 20 whatever, I make this. February, I'm making this. March, I should be making this. April, I should be making this. Because you could come up with your whole income. Like, you could literally structure, you could literally map it out, targets. And so if I know how to trade, the cool thing about the strategy is you don't have to have money in your account to know how much you're making. You don't have to trade to know how much you're making. You look at the option chain, it tells you how much you're making. And it's a reliable, consistent type of income. So you making $1,000 a month, you're going to keep making $1,000 a month. And all you got to do is just keep reinvesting, right? So I said, all right, so this is the plan. I wrote it all out. I literally wrote a 3-year plan on a sticky note. And I rewrote the plan every day. I literally would ball it up, throw it in the trash, rewrite the plan every single day. Because that was just like my that was like my little hope. That was just like my inspiration. Like, I could do it. I could do it. I'm literally looking at it right now. I could do it. I could hit these income goals. I could leave my job. And so at the end of the paper, I would write down July 2nd, 2021. I would circle that mug, right? July 2nd, 2021 was the day I was leaving my 9-to-5. It was 3 years out. I knew I was going to do it because I do anything I put my mind to. But anyways, it was just the fact that I had this blueprint. The Lord said, write it down and make it plain. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, I had this whole plan and everything. It was just so amazing. And then my next goal was to get a third job, because I said, at this job, every single check is going to go in my stock account. Every single check is going in my stock account. And so I worked 40 hours a week at my 9-to-5 tech job, 40 hours a week at a restaurant. My friends thought I was absolutely crazy. They were like, why in the world would you work as a busser at a restaurant? All I did was shine wine glasses. But baby, I was making that money for my stock account. You couldn't tell me nothing. And I let them laugh. I let them laugh. My mom was so excited. My sister was like, that's cool. My friends though, laughing. And guess who laughing now? Guess who laughing now? Those same friends that was yapping, why are you getting a third job? Why are you working at a restaurant? People need to learn how to humble themselves. People need to learn how to humble themselves. Listen, I'm the humblest person in the world. Y'all hear me? If I gotta pick up a job, I'm gonna pick up a job. I'm not too big and better than anyone to work at a restaurant. Nah. So I went up in there, got my little apron, got that little apron, put that thing around my waist, baby. Every check went in my stock account. And I started with $5,000. And it was $5,500. That $5,500, I made $1,000 every single month from that. And that was the start. That was the start. I trade every single Monday. Made $250 every Monday. Didn't have to do nothing for it. Didn't have to stress for it. Didn't have to overwork for it. Didn't have to get micromanaged for it. Didn't have to get burnt out for it. Just pressed buttons. That's all I did. Do, submit. The money came in my account, which is so cool. The money that you make is you make your money up front. So you trade, you press the submit button, you trade, and you make your money that same moment. So you can transfer it out to your personal bank, or you can keep it in the account and like reinvest. The cool thing is you're purchasing shares of companies and you're trading against it. So it's a very low risk way of trading. And so that's all I did. And I kept going. I kept reinvesting. That little 3-year plan that I wrote down on sticky notes on my lunch break every day. Yep, I utilized that plan and I stuck to it. And then July 2nd, 2021, left my job. Retired at 24 years old. Listen, when I left my job, it blew my mind. It wasn't even, it didn't replace my actual 9-to-5 income. Like it surpassed it. It times 3x what I was making at my 9-to-5. So I was comfortable leaving my job, baby. Listen, I had money for my bills, money just left over that I could save, and money to travel the world. And not only did I travel the world, I traveled luxury. Baby, let me tell you something. Forever changed my life. Forever changed my life. So when I say this year should be your focus on picking up an additional stream of income that doesn't require a lot of you working, passive, semi-passive. And as long as you understand like how to invest, how to allow your money to make money for you, oh, you good. That's literally the game. You hear me? That's the game. The game is invest your money one time and allow your investment to make money for you over and 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 over again, forever, until you actually sell it, like sell your assets or whatever. So that's the plan. That is the goal. Okay, that's the goal. That is the goal. And listen, you can do it. If I could do it, dumb that had a learning disability, 5th grade education, and paycheck to paycheck, didn't have extra money to put in my stocks, had to get a whole 3rd job just to do it. If I could do it, you could do it too. If I could do it, you could do it too. So, anyway, if you want to learn this strategy, I need to see you at my next free stock trading masterclass. The link in the description. And I want to say this too, before I leave. before I leave, I want to say this. I want y'all to remember this. As long as you have a financial education, you will never, ever, 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 ever live in lack again. And that's my promise to you, okay? That is my promise to you. As long as you have a financial education, you will never live in lack again. Listen, that's all it takes is that one thing. Just that one thing. It's just that knowledge. Just your knowledge is so powerful. So powerful. Just do it for you. Do it for your family. And with that being said, your girl gotta go, okay? This was good. I'll be back on here sometime soon. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.